Now, if you'd like to increase the profitability of your restaurant, cafe or food business, then stay tuned and we're going to take you through our top tips. Now, if you own your own food business or you're dreaming of opening one, make sure you subscribe. Every week we are producing new videos with great content on saving you time and money and ensuring that you really power up your business to achieve your greatest success. Hi, I'm Rowena, I'm from Food Marketing, and today we are going to take you through the process of really increasing profitability in your business so at the end of the day you'll have more money in your pocket. Perhaps the best way to increase profitability in your business is going to be to rationalize costs. Really decreasing costs will mean at the end of the day you will have more money in your pocket. So to make it clear, I'm not talking about going around dramatically cutting costs at the risk of reducing the quality of your product or service, but I am talking about really focusing in and zooming in on those big spend items, areas like your rent, your wage cost and your food cost, where you can make savings that will really dramatically increase the profitability of your business. Okay, our top tip for rationalizing your spend has to be reviewing your menu. Now, we're big fans of the one-page menu at Food Marketing, and the reason being a small type menu means fewer items for your kitchen staff to learn how to be able to produce consistently every time, so a lot less staff training. It also means fewer suppliers to deal with because you have got fewer ingredients. Now, your menu really should be just based around strong performers. So review, talk about this all the time, know your numbers, review the sales for every menu item, and if anything is not performing, just get rid of it. Not only not performing, but get rid of all of the items that don't have a strong profit margin built into the menu item. Now, here's a tip. Some of the best, most profitable menu items will be ones with a low, particularly meat or seafood spend protein content. So what that means is it's going to be often high carbohydrate menu items like pizzas or pastas, for example, or baked goods, might be vegetarian items, menu items. Now, these ones in particular will have a great margin. Now, here's also the tip. These are your menu items, the ones with a really strong profit margin that you're then going to use for all of your promotional purposes, because then you'll have a great return on investment with all of your marketing efforts. Okay, our second top tip for really reducing costs and increasing profitability in your business is to review your suppliers. Now, there's nothing like shopping around. You might have a long-standing, great relationship with a supplier, but are they really giving you the best prices to keep you, or are they a little bit complacent and they know they've got your business and no longer actually providing you with the best price for all the products you're buying? So here's the thing, before you start shopping around, review your spend and start with the ingredients or items you're buying for your business where you have the greatest spend. So for example, I was working with a client who saved over $1,000 a month on their chicken spend. It was a business that was going through hundreds of kilos of chicken, and they were able to negotiate the price for that particular cut of chicken down per kilo by several dollars. Now, that adds up to a lot of money over the course of a year. So start with your items where your biggest spend is, shop around, and here's the tip: let the suppliers know that you're doing a shop around. It is amazing how suddenly best prices will materialize. And also let your existing suppliers know that you are also shopping around, because suddenly they'll want to retain your business, and guess what? They'll offer you better prices to keep you. Before we continue, what are some of your recommendations for minimizing costs? Make sure you pop the answers in the comment section below, and let's see what's working well in your business. Okay, tip number 3 is about decreasing your stock on hand. I can't get over the number of times I walk into a food business, go out to the kitchen and store area, and have a look of the tens of thousands of dollars that is literally sitting on the shelves. And I can pick up any sort of ingredient and say, oh, how much of this do you use? Or hey, when did you order this? And the answer often floors me. all of that stock on hand equates to money. You go into a cool room and you go into a freezer room and it's exactly the same proposition. So here's the thing, review the amount of stock you have on hand and really create a whole lot of new menu items as specials to try and get rid of a lot of that stock that is just sitting here. Any stock that you have lying around is not only at risk of spoiling, but also it's just money that you've already spent and you're earning no revenue out of it. So create a whole lot of specials, use up a lot of that stock that you've already paid money for, and let's increase your revenue. Cost-cutting measure is about wages. Let's talk about wages. They end up being a massive cost center for most food-based businesses. Now, if you're in a developed country where minimum wage is really high in comparison to lots of other areas of the world, wage cost will often make up 35 or even 40% of your spend within your business. This is why a lot of businesses are actually unsustainable. So review your wage costs. Now, if you're using some great restaurant software programs, they will track your wage spend. But here's the thing, most people only look at those reports on a weekly and, God forbid, sometimes only a monthly basis. How about you start looking at it daily? So here's a very simplistic way of doing it. Let's take Tuesdays as opposed to Saturdays. Now, on a Tuesday, if your revenue is only half of that of a Saturday, then guess what? So should your wage cost. So a lot of people don't assess it on a daily basis, and once you have these insights, you'll be able to track it moving forward. Now, if you're in an area of the world where there are minimum hours for casuals, here's a tip. You can't just send them home until they've completed a set number of hours, say 4 hours. Now, what you need to do is you must ensure that those staff members are trained for back of house duties as well. If it's quiet out on the floor, then they should be in the kitchen doing prep work, cleaning, stock taking, and doing all those back of house jobs that your kitchen staff normally perform, and then you can reduce your kitchen staff numbers as well. So have a think about it, but the best tip is analyze those wage costs on a daily basis and always do it in comparison to the day's sales. Adjust your wages accordingly and the number of staff that you have available on any given day, and that's where the use of casuals becomes really important. Scale up or scale down as required. Now, we have created a list of great success hacks which talk about cost minimization amongst other things for any food business, not only cafes and restaurants. So if you'd like to access that, make sure you download it for free. The link is below where the comments are. Make sure you follow us on either Facebook or look out for our weekly videos, subscribe, and you'll be notified every time we post a video. Thanks for your time. We love creating low cost and no cost ways for people to really maximize profitability of their business. So make sure you tune in for further episodes.